and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, Friday night football, another border war for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, very good football team rolling in, defending state champions in AA. Pierce County still got that quarterback, Cade McCaffrey, who rushed 53 times for 244 yards in their state championship game of Rock Martin triple overtime. So he's a beast.
Triple overtime, wow.
So it'll be a tough night.
So they do the Wildcat, so a lot of times he just gets the ball and just
That's all
runs.
he does. He gets in a Wildcat, got to stop.
What's his first name again?
Cade.
Cade. Just give Cade the ball and let him run, huh?
He's a good athlete.
All right, so we'll be interested to see what happens. The Pierce County Bears coming to JC Stadium tonight. Hopefully the weather man will keep that 80% chance of rain away during those hours. We do have an 80% chance today, 80% tonight, 60% tomorrow, and 60% Sunday. Going to be kind of an overcast, rainy on and off several days here. So we'll see what happens. Around 81 today, around 80 tomorrow, and around 78 on Sunday. I can't wait until the temperature is in the mid-70s each day and then getting down to around upper 40s at night. But that's not until November. I'd live for those temperatures, you know.
They say fall was here, but I haven't seen it yet.
Fall is not here yet. We're still summer. I think summer ends on the 20th. We're just getting a little hint of it right now, but the 90s will be back before you know it. They'll be back before you know it. We just got this overcast weather right now, and we'll see what happens next week. But hopefully, I'd love for it to stay in the mid 80s. That would be great. Low to mid 80s, that'd be good. But we'll get some of it back. Just going as soon as the sun gets back out again and some of these fronts go through. But it'd be good to have fall. I know that my pine trees think that it's getting a little bit of fall because the pine needles are really starting to fall big time in my yard. And, the trees hadn't turned yet. The leaves are still green because we're still fall. We're still summer. And fall doesn't begin until the 20th of September. But the hunting season will be here before you know it. You got the archery and then primitive and then, regular firearm about the third Saturday in October, and all that'll be going on there. October, of course, brings Odom Day, and then, of course, you've got Popple Farms with their corn maze and all the activities there. It just seems like October just opens up with all kinds of festivals and happenings going on.
Yeah, don't forget the Scarecrow Among Us contest downtown.
Scarecrow Among Us. It's all kinds of stuff.
That's always a big event.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff happens in October. It's like, summer's over with, the temperature's going down a little bit. We can go out there and have some fun in the sun in October, not, just die. Still going to be kind of warm out there on and off. You just never can tell when you get this time of year because you could have a cool week and then you could have a warm week. It's just what happens when you're changing seasons from one to the other, just like when you go from winter into spring. And so I hope everybody has a great weekend. You got Wayne County football tonight. Georgia Southern Eagles, which you can hear right here on 105.5 FM, will be in Nevada, taking on Nevada. And that tailgate show begins at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon right here on 105.5 FM with kickoff at 7 o'clock at kickoff at 7. So 5 tailgate show, 7 o'clock kickoff, Georgia Southern Eagle football right here on 105.5 FM. And you said Georgia Tech's in the top 25 now? Top 20?
I believe they're ranked 19th.
19th in the country right now, and you can listen to that game tomorrow on our sister station, Fox Sports Radio, 1370 AM The Buzz, WLOP. And Georgia Tech tailgate show begins at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning with kickoff at 12 noon at Syracuse. That game can be heard tomorrow on our sister station, WLOP, 1370 AM The Buzz.
Hope they win. Saw Weston Franklin's dad yesterday at Joel Green's funeral. Told him that's how Dublin, Ireland. Said he had a good time in Dublin, Ireland. He says it's a lot different in Jesup, Georgia.
In what way? He was like, it's different there. Tell me the specifics. What difference about it?
He said he had a good time. So I was
glad he had a good time.
I told him Weston's doing well. So
you hear people, yes, it's different over there. What way? Well, it's just different. Well, give me some specifics. I want to know. Is it the customs? Is it the people? Is it what is it? Yeah.
He's a South Georgia guy. He's just like
Sometimes when we get out of South Georgia, we're like fish out of water,
I think he was glad to be back in Wayne County.
Yeah.
But his son's doing well. I said lean that offensive line. So I hope he gets to the next level. So having a good year. Big old boy, though.
Yeah, well, you have to be on offensive line on a Division I school there, Bob. You can be a big old dude. Push them defensive linemen out of the way, open up that hole for the running back, or block the defenders from tackling the quarterback when he's trying to pass.
It's fun to watch. Can't wait till Sunday. Gonna be up there in Atlanta watching my Steelers beat up on the Falcons.
What now?
Gonna be up in Atlanta.
You're going to be there? You're going to the Falcons-Steelers game?
No doubt. I got to go see my niece's daughter's 60-year-old birthday party on Saturday, so I'll be in Atlanta Sunday watching the Steelers and the Falcons.
You'll be there in person at Mercedes-Benz?
At Mercedes-Benz,
okay.
Yeah.
Watching the Steelers and the Falcons, which that game can be heard beginning at 12 noon right here on 105.5 FM on Sunday with kickoff at 1 o'clock.
And Russell Wilson still talking about his calves hurting him, so I don't know what's going on with him.
His calves hurting him?
Oh, it's been the same situation all through training camp. I mean, how long does it take a calf to heal?
You got the best doctors in the world working on you. He's just getting old, Bob. He's getting old. He's wore them legs out.
Just worrying me to death. Can't have a quarterback out there that can't run. That's not good. So.
Yeah, you give it to that great star quarterback that's backing him up, right?
I guess. Like I said, the headline in Pittsburgh is we got rid of a bad quarterback and got 2 bad quarterbacks. So it's not a good situation. So hoping for the best. Like I said, the defense is pretty good, so maybe we'll just shut them out. That's our philosophy. Hold everybody to the field goals and hope we score 2 touchdowns a game.
Yeah.
1 each half.
Yeah. And then the Jaguars play on Sunday. They'll be beginning their season down in Miami. So a couple of Florida teams going at it. Jaguars can be heard on our sister station, Fox Sports Radio, 1370 AM The Buzz, WLOP, beginning at 12 noon with the pregame show kickoff at 1 o'clock. Just tuned to your AM dial, 1370 for Jacksonville Jaguars football.
Very entertaining game last night. Kansas City at home beats Baltimore. Baltimore looked like they had the tying touchdown, but
well, the refs called it that way. They called it a touchdown.
Well, they didn't see it, but the video showed he was definitely out.
Yeah, the video definitely shows that he's out.
By a foot, so.
A toe. They said a toe.
Yeah.
The toe hit the white line. The chalk powdered up when his toe hit it when he called it.
It was obvious he was out, so, but heck of a game. Very entertaining. 2 good quarterbacks, so Mahomes and Jackson. That's what you got to have in the NFL.
You got to have them good quarterbacks. Yeah. Got to have them.
That's what I don't have in Pittsburgh.
You don't have there in Pittsburgh.
But Carson Beck's available after this year, so that'll be good.
Carson Beck?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to draft him.
You going to draft him? You think so? Yeah. Well, you better lose a lot of games.
That's what I'm saying. The sad thing, we finish with the winning record, so we don't get to draft a good quarterback. So, but anyway,
you always pick in the middle there, Bob.
That'd be nice to get
Carson
Beck. Be nice to be in black and gold. That'd be good. So,
all righty.
Can always hope.
You can always hope.
Keep hope alive.
Okay. Georgia's got a powder puff this weekend, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, Tennessee Tech. I don't even think there's a line up there. Vegas won't even let you.
They won't even let you bet on it.
No. They don't know how many points you're going to get. And I think they want to give them 100, but they didn't do it. So it should be an easy game. Tennessee Tech.
Tennessee Tech. Right, not even Texas Tech. It's Tennessee Tech.
Tennessee Tech.
Because Texas Tech, it'd be a little better ball game, but not Tennessee Tech. Where are they? What town are they in?
I have no idea.
You have no idea where Tennessee Tech is.
Somewhere in Tennessee.
Somewhere in Tennessee.
Georgia's got a tough schedule, though. Next year they got
they got it tough.
They got to go to Texas, got to go to Alabama, got to go to Ole Miss. So
yeah,
there's some tough games on there.
Tough games.
But this is pretty easy.
Well, you start off with a quality team, what you think, Clemson, and then you play a lot of those big teams played their powder puff games the first game, but we didn't. And so our game is the second. And who does Georgia play next week?
Next week's going to be fun. We're going to go to Kentucky, take on our former quarterback, Brock Vandegrift. He's quarterback in the Kentucky Wildcats. They got a big game this weekend, South Carolina. It'll be interesting to see how that game goes. Kentucky hosting South Carolina.
It's so weird to see Auburn up there at the 5th of October for Georgia. Right. Remember the days it was always Florida, Auburn, right. Georgia Tech, right. And we still have Georgia Tech as the last game of the year. That's still there. But the rest of the games have been all messed up.
I still can't believe we're not playing soccer. I mean, we always played South Carolina. South Carolina's not even on the schedule this year. So
no, well, we don't have the Eastern and Western divisions anymore. Now it's just wide open for the SEC. I mean, how can you keep up what's going on with football? I mean, really, players go in and out. You don't know who's going to be on your team next year. The schedules change all around. You got players out there becoming very wealthy and playing college football legally now, and so you just gotta roll with it, Bob, and accept it because there's nothing you can do about it and move forward.
Stadiums are packed. TV
Stadiums
ratings
are packed.
Millions of people tuned in, so they must be doing something right.
People love their football. Absolutely love their football.
They've been doing some features on, this NIL money. Some of the players are doing the good things with it. Some quarterbacks are treating their linemen well and taking them out and buying them gifts. And I saw a story the other day with one of the quarterbacks somewhere out in Washington, got a bunch of NIL money. He went to give it all to a youth cancer camp and running that. So some of the players are doing some good things with the NIL money that they're getting. So it's good to see that they're, there's some good stories out there with the NIL money as well.
Well, I'm glad they are. I hopefully that's the norm and not the just not something just a handful are doing. But I'm glad they're doing something good with it. But they also need to get a good portion of it and put it away in some sort of saving situation and have it for the rainy day, because you're just one good blow away from blowing out a knee or elbow or an ankle or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's good to give it away, but you don't think that because you're young you're indestructible. Save about 80% of it and then do the other 20% for whatever you want to do with it.
The Texas-Michigan game is going to be fun to watch this weekend. Be interested to see how good everybody's talking Texas possibly in the national championship game against Georgia. So they got a tough task going to Michigan, the big house, this weekend. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Michigan's going to be without Jim Harbaugh there. Right. Who's the coach there now? Was it an assistant or was it someone they brought in?
One of the assistant coaches.
One of the assistant coaches became the head coach there. Yeah. And you can't say, well, they got the same players come back. Well, maybe they do, but
they lost their quarterback. McCarthy he got drafted by Minnesota. He has an injury. He's out for the entire season, so hate to see that. But he's a pretty good quarterback. But the Vikings drafted him, but he got hurt in camp and had a season-ending injury, so he's not available.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Seems to happen a lot with quarterbacks.
Yeah, well, they get hit hard. Yeah. And the thing about it is they do their best to protect them, but sometimes they just do get hit hard. So they, when a quarterback pulls the ball in and starts running up the field, you see an expression go on the head football coach's face like of terror. Horror, please just hit the ground.
And Taylor was in the building last night.
Swifties are happy.
This was a highlight. Tasha Cobbs from Wayne County sang Lift Every Voice and Sing last night before the game in Kansas City. So it's good to see her, local talent in Wayne County, good gospel singer. But she was at Kansas City last night, and she sang Lift Every Voice and Sing. So it was good to see local Tasha Cobbs on national TV.
Wayne County native, doing good. Way to go, Tasha Cobbs.
Yeah, it's good to see her.
Okay. And are they going to do that at all the games now? Have two national anthems?
That's the trend.
I was reading something about it yesterday. That's a controversial situation where one country, one people. So why do you have two different national anthems? That's what some critics out there are saying. Well, why have two? We're one country. I mean, how many other countries have two national anthems? You have one, and then suddenly now you're going to have two sung each one of the sporting events, and some people don't like that.
I agree, but I'm not in charge of NFL.
No.
Send your cards and letters to Roger Goodell.
So it'll be interesting to see how that all goes right there, because some people are just say, "Hey, we're one country." You're dividing us into separate entities. There, we're one. We should have one national anthem, but some folks don't see it that way, and so there's going to be a controversy there. Some people like it, some people don't. That's the way life is, Bob. Not everybody feels the same way about everything.
As long as Pittsburgh wins on
As long as Pittsburgh wins, you're happy.
That's right. That's all I care about.
All right, Bob, anything else on your mind this morning before we head out of here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show?
Just a reminder, they got those tickets available at Sheffield's today. If you're looking for a ticket for tonight's game, save you some time getting in the stadium. So.
Right. Get them at Sheffield's today for the Wayne County game tonight, JC Stadium. Kickoff 7:30. WIFO-FM Jesup. World-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO has been brought to you by First Southern Bank, by Murphy Builder Supply, and also brought to you by the Service Department at GNS Auto Sales, located on North 1st Street in Jesup.